Well, today I have something to unbox, and this is something I've been wanting to get my hands on for a very long time, and they finally sent one. So let's rip it open. What is it? HoverAir X1 Pro Max, little follow me drone, weighs about as much as your iPhone. So super excited to try this out. Let's see what else is in the package here. Here's another box. They sent me, I think, a cycling combo plus some other accessories. So we'll see what all is in here. So it looks like here we have the beacon. This is basically a tiny little remote that lets you control the drone. We have a magnetic clip for the beacon. We have a magnetic mount adapter, etc., etc. Here we have JoyStick, so you can fly this like a regular camera drone. And then I'm not sure which one of these has the actual drone in it, but let's go ahead and open up this black package. We'll see what is in here. Looks like some kind of a case. And let's see, a couple of cases, okay. Is this supposed to fit a drone in here? This is like really tiny, and I'm not entirely sure how you open it. Here we go. Opens like this. All right, and here is, I assume this is a strap for carrying the bag. Let's see what else we've got. Here we have a second beacon. Looks like I got 2 beacons. That's fantastic. Another magnetic mount adapter and a handlebar mount. That's so that I can mount this beacon on the handlebars of my bike so that it can track me. Absolutely fantastic. And then let's see what's in the other side here. Here is a power adapter. Very nice 65 watt USB-C power adapter. DJI, please take note and include these with your drones so we don't have to get them separately. And this looks like it is a charging hub plus batteries. And here we have ND filters. Again, DJI, include these with the Fly More combo. Very, very awesome that HoverAir is including these with their, I think this is the cycling kit, so you don't have to buy them separately. So that's everything that's in this little bag. Very nice little bag. I assume you can probably fit the drone into this. Very cute little bag you can take with you. For now though, I want to get to the actual drone. We'll open some of this other stuff later, but let's tear this open, and here we have our actual X1 Pro Max drone. There it is in all of its glory. There we go, got the reflection off of it. So let's get this out of the package. Let's see, there we go. And there it is, the HoverAir X1 Pro Max. For how tiny this drone is, I'm actually a bit surprised the package is this big. And I think you're supposed to slide this out of its sleeve. And then we can just open up, whoops, it looks like I opened it upside down. There we go, we can just open the package up, and there it is, the HoverAir X1 Pro Max. As you can tell, this thing is tiny, especially when you fold it down like this. It is really, really small. Let me get out my iPhone, and yeah, you can see it is roughly the same size. Not much of a size difference there. So you could probably fit this in a pocket as long as you have a big pocket. And let's see what is down underneath the drone. I think this is empty. Here are some instructions to read before the first flight. You need to activate the drone, looks like. Excellent. And here we have some stickers, folks. HoverAir stickers. If you want to put stickers on stuff. There's a lot of stickers, more stickers, different color stickers. Man, I can have these stickers all over everything at this rate. Okay, very cool. And here's the HoverAir quick start guide for if you get stuck. I doubt we'll need that. Looks like this drone is designed to be fairly user-friendly, but it is nice to have that in case we get stuck. Then down here we have something. And this says on it, a sample HEM frame. Try to tear or break it. Hyperelastic material is HoverAir's proprietary advanced material used throughout the entire body of your HoverAir X1 Pro Max for unmatched durability and elasticity. Okay, wow, that's actually pretty impressive. As you can see here, I am bending this over to like 90 degrees, trying to kink it, trying to crease it, and it just bends back to its original shape. That's actually really impressive. If this works as well as it does in the test here, man, that's incredible. I'm like bending it all the way over and trying to get it to crack, and it will not crack. It just bends back. Let's try the tear test. I can feel a little bit of stretch there. I think if I pulled really hard, I might be able to tear it, but that's way more than you could ever get on a drone. So honestly, super impressive. I hope these materials work as well as this sample piece, because that is pretty cool. Here is a little bag for your drone. Nice little bag. That's a nice touch. you can just stick your HoverAir right in here. Slips in very nice, just keeps it nice and protected. Nice little drawstring bag, super nice touch. And then finally we have what looks like a USB-C cable, and indeed it is a USB-C cable. Very nice packaging. Here we have our actual drone. If we look at it here, it does have a 2-axis gimbal with damping right here on the front, and then 3rd axis is done electronically. And all in all, very neat design, very easy to unfold and then fold. It has a little magnet that holds it together, and you can just boink, and it's ready to go. That is super, super easy. Let's see, how do you get the battery out? The battery comes right out the top, just like this. Now, one thing I'm a bit surprised by is that when you open it, there doesn't seem to be anything super significant holding it from closing down. Now, obviously, it is most of the time going to be supporting the drone in the air, so that shouldn't really be an issue, but it is an interesting design choice. But yeah, it looks very cool. We've got some sensors here on the bottom of the drone, one on the back of the drone, and then obviously a camera on the front. So yeah, can't wait to get this thing out and fly it. Now, let's go ahead and look at some of the accessories that it comes with. So everything here is included in the cycling combo that you can get from HoverAir. The only thing that isn't included is these JoySticks. I asked them to send me those in addition so that I could fly it like a regular drone, because I am already a drone pilot and I like to fly drones like drones. So I wanted that in addition. But all of this stuff right here does come with the cycling combo. First of all, we have our power adapter. This is just basically a power adapter, doesn't fold, but 65 watts will charge your drone. Pretty basic, but does the job. Then next up, we have the beacon. I got 2 of them accidentally. Let's see what's in here. Here we have a nice little cleaning cloth to clean the screen. And then we have, looks like a USB-C cable with a special dock, I assume to dock to this little beacon. And then if we pull out our beacon, we can get the packaging off of it. And there we go. A very tiny little remote that you can just easily take with you. Has a little button here on the side that you can hit to record things. It has a joystick to move the drone forward, backwards, left, and right. And then a joystick to go up and down, and a little screen so you can preview things. All in all, very cool little device. And it even comes with a little wristband so that you can keep it attached to your wrist so you don't drop it in the water or whatever. And then next we have our battery chargers, another manual, and here we have an additional 2 batteries along with a multi-charger so that you can keep flying for longer. Now, I kind of do wish that this multi-charger would charge 3 at a time, but looks like currently it is at 2. And then we've got our handlebar mount. If I can figure out how to open this, doesn't look like I even need a knife for this one. And here we have a little handlebar mount. This is actually a pretty cool one. It is just a rubber thing, so it's a lot easier than the ones where you have to really torque them down. Little GoPro style adapter, and that is meant to work with this little magnetic mount adapter, which, if I can get it out of the package, if I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to go with the beacon here, and there we go. It just clicks onto the beacon, and then it has little wings that you can use on this GoPro mount or any kind of GoPro style mount to attach it to your bike or whatever you're tracking with the HoverAir. And it does also have a 1/4" 20 mount on the back, so you can attach it to any 1/4" accessories as well. And then finally, from the cycling combo, we have our little ND filters. And looks like we have a beautiful little ND filter set, very nice plastic casing. Inside we have a little microfiber cloth, very much needed. We have an ND8, ND16, ND32, and ND64. All very nice looking little NDs. Again, super great that they include that and you don't have to go looking around to get it separately. And then finally, for the last couple of accessories that didn't come with the cycling combo, here we have another beacon. We won't need that because we already got one in the cycling combo, but what we did get are these joysticks right here. And this comes in another very nice little zippable case. I like these cases. They're very much something that would be perfect for traveling. You can just throw in different spots in your luggage. And here we have these little remote controller sticks. Get them out of their bags. And if I'm not mistaken, these actually attach to the beacon. You just pull them out, put one like so. And then you pull this one out and flip it this way, and it clamps right in there. And then we have a couple of little joysticks. They actually have, looks like, 2 different joystick options, flat ones and ones with little serrations on top. I prefer the serrated ones because they give you a little bit more grip when you are flying. And these just pop right onto the remote. You actually don't even have to screw them in, which is fantastic. They just go in here with friction and stay on, looks like, quite well. And you can just fly it like with a regular remote with this. You have a record button here, you have a gimbal tilt wheel, a custom button over here, and of course your joysticks. You can also add your phone as a screen. The bottom of this just pulls down, and then there are a couple cables included in here. We've got a lightning and a USB-C cable included, so you can just plug it in. I think you plug it in up here and then plug it in down here with your phone. I will be testing all this out later, but that way you can fly it like a regular drone. Honestly, I've got to say, this is a super interesting and innovative design to just be able to flip these all up, and it turns into a bar like that. You can easily just pull these off, and then you can just stick them in without even having to screw them. That makes it so much faster. And pull out and flip these down, put your phone in, and you're good to go. So all around, a really, really cool and innovative and unique design from HoverAir. I absolutely love what I have seen so far. Can't wait to try this out. This drone is extremely light. It is, I think, almost lighter than my iPhone. So that is really cool. It's a great drone for travel. I haven't tested it yet, but I'm super excited to try it out. And by the time I post this video, I should already have a full review of this drone out on the channel. So you can click right here to watch that video. As always, if you want to learn how to get the most cinematic shots with this drone or any other drone, make sure to check out my completely free 45-minute drone filmmaking training. Link to that is in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.